Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video and for coming back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be reviewing a USB smart charging dock for our center console in our Model 3s or Model Ys. This charging dock has some special features that I can't wait to show you guys. Let's get into it. So jumping right into the unboxing of this product, this little smart charging dock is from T-Vibex. I've installed their Power Frunk on my Model Y as well as a rear entertainment screen. Love this company. They're awesome to work with and have some of the best prices that I've found around. So this is the charging dock. You might have seen these before on the internet, but this one's kind of special. I really already like the design. It's got that nice OEM gray in there. You'll see some physical buttons here. I'm going to go over what all these features do. They're more than just one-click buttons. Once we get this installed, I'm going to show you everything that these do. It also comes with a Type-C and a lightning cable charger right here on it, retractable cables. So really nice product. I already kind of like the functionality and the feature of it right away. You'll see it plugs right into the two USB charging ports right inside your center console there. There's also, since this has some of those smart buttons, one extra step where you have to plug in this little cable right down underneath the rear of your center console. And I'll show you exactly where this goes. It'll just take a minute to install. You also get a pry tool with it, and then a little control box. And this is actually what's going to send the signal to the device, to the car, and actually control what you need it to control. Let's get into the install. So first, starting off, let's install the actual smart charging dock itself. It fits right here, right in front of your cup holders and kind of in between your sliding center console. So if you push that up out of the way and move any trays you have in there, this is where it's going to install. It's going to fit kind of right in here. First thing is make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want a bunch of clutter in here. You want to have a nice kind of smooth transition. So I took some time and vacuumed all this out. It looks pretty nice. So take your center charging dock and you kind of insert it at an angle. So it fits right on these two lips. Then you just kind of give it a little twist and it fits right snugly right in there. It rides right on the little kind of lip in there. Then you can just slide it all the way back. It gives you a nice, clean, seamless look right along there. I really think it blends into the OEM finish really well. Adds some nice charging cables to the top, and then these super cool functional buttons, which we'll get into in a second. Once you have that installed, just reach down and plug in the little USB cords into their responding ports. And once those are plugged in, go ahead and close your sliding center console, and you get a nice seamless finish. Gives you some access to some charging cables right on the top. I love how they tuck away and they're not poking out anymore. Really, really clean. So we have the center charging dock installed up in the front. The next step is to remove this lower trim panel here, kind of below your center console. Super easy to pop off. Once you get that off, it's very simple. You're going to see some wires in there that's just going to connect right into this center harness. And then the little port on the end of that center harness that's kind of wrapped up there is going to be plugged into our little control box here. Let's do it. So as you can see, very, very simple install to do. I already have a rear entertainment screen plugged in back here, so you might not have these additional wires here. You'll probably just have this blue port attached into this blue port. Very simple, just unplug those and then install the new accessory there. You can tuck all this back up under before you put your cover back on. All right, so after just about 5 minutes of work, we have the new smart dock installed. We got it plugged in down underneath our center console here, and we're good to go. I want to talk to you guys about all of these features. I'm going to put a graphic up here on the screen that shows everything that these buttons do. They're actually pretty self-explanatory when you take a look at them, but there's also some double-click options and some long press options. So first, let's just go over here on the left. We're going to go through all the single clicks, then the double clicks, and then the hold option. So we'll start with the single click here. First little indicator is a light. So clicking that turns on and off your reading lights. There they go, and off. And I'll click it back on, one click, and they turn right back on. So that's pretty nice to have that super handy right there. Turns them all off on the car. The next one right over, it looks like a little glove box symbol over here on the left. You guessed it, when you push it, it opens up the glove box for you. That's really handy. It's really nice to have that as a physical button rather than navigating the menus on the screen. Next to that is your fold your mirrors option. So one push on that, it's actually going to open and close your mirrors for you. Just in time to catch that truck drive by. Push it one more time, it closes the mirrors for you there. The next button right here is what I'm most excited about. preheat your battery for supercharging. Giving it a click, and you can actually hear your battery kind of start winding up. The actual like supercharging battery inside the fan inside your car, you can hear it start to spin up, and it really kind of gives your car that extra kick when you go to a supercharger to really hit those really high-end speeds. Next, let's talk about the double click features, and that's the actual icon that's next to the first icon here. So a double click on this first button is going to pop open your passenger door here. So let's give it a double click. And you can see it popped it open for you. So if you have passengers that struggle with either exiting the car through the actual button over on the door handle there, or struggle opening it with pushing in the thumb and pulling the handle out, this is a great option. The next button next to it is the same thing. Give it a double click and it's your rear passenger door. And that one just opened back there. So that's very nice. Next to that is your frunk, and it's your frunk open button. I have a power frunk on mine, and I know these icons are right here on your screen, so it's just kind of redundant to have them down here. But if you prefer the physical button, that's fine. Give it a double click. Mine's going to pop open because I have the power frunk on there, which is super nice. Same thing, a double click on the button, 1, 2, and there it goes. It's going to close my frunk for me. Really nice. Same thing on the trunk here. I'm not going to demonstrate that just because I'm in my garage and I don't want it to hit the garage door back there, but that's what that final button does, is the 2 double click right there. The rest of them are all long hold features, and all of these are related to your passenger seat and its position. So in the latest update from Tesla, they did make a few changes. So this is kind of stuttery right now. I think they added these controls on the screen, so it's not as smooth as it once was, but it still works. If I click this first button and hold it, my seat's going to move forward. So see, it's a little stuttery there. If I click the button and move it back, it moves the seat backwards. Got some stutters, but it works. The next button that I'm going to push is this third one. If I give it a long hold, it's going to move that seat back forward. And the next button down there, if I push and hold that button, it's going to lay it back down. Awesome features, awesome functionality. I really like this smart charging dock from T-Vibex. The last thing I want to show you guys is both of these recharging cables are retractable, which is really, really nice. So if you open up your USB-C one here, just get your finger underneath it and flop it up. It easily kind of sits right up here if you'd like to have it sit in that orientation instead, maybe when you're charging your phone. But when you pull it out, I'd say that's a good 3 feet charging cable, I think, like that. And then it stays. When you pull it out, it kind of stays there. And to retract it, give it another little pull, and it retracts right back to where it was. And it fits right back in there. So you get the fast USB-C charging, and then the Apple Lightning cable over on this side too, if you have Apple devices too. Let's do this one as well. So a nice long reach there, nice long robust cable, and then give it a tug. It goes right back to where it was. So really nice charging features. I love how it blends in seamlessly to the car. I think it makes a lot of sense. So just kind of my final thoughts about this product. I think adding the functionality of some physical buttons is actually really useful. Some people hate that inside a Tesla. They want to keep it as minimalistic as possible. If there's no need for physical buttons for you, don't buy this product. It's very simple. If you like this type of charging dock down here with some retractable charging cables, something that fits in seamlessly into your kind of center console here with some functionality of these built-in buttons, I think is really cool. I love some of the buttons of the auto present doors that open them for your passengers. I think the supercharging battery preheating button is really cool. The ability to do that from a physical button. There's not a way to really do it from your Tesla itself, from either in the screens. You kind of have to do a little workaround by navigating to a supercharger, and it's kind of clutter. It's kind of cumbersome. So having an actual button that'll preheat your battery for supercharging is really cool. I love the simplicity of the install of this kind of dock. I think it looks really nice. If you're interested in this product, T-Vibex is where I got it. I'll have a link down in the description from them. I've also installed their power frunk and their rear entertainment screen, and they are by far my favorite accessories I've installed on my Tesla. We'll have links to those down in the description as well. As always, check out my link tree down in the description below. Use Gamble 1080 on anything you buy in that link tree on T-Vibex's website. It'll save you a lot of money right now. So make sure you use the code Gamble 1080 right here on the screen. Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Appreciate all the support. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one.